Hey there, it's Rob, the Ignorant Entrepreneur, and this is a new series to chronicle my journey trading options and recovery from last year. So, being that this is the start of the new year, I wanted to do something special, something that I've had an idea for years now, and actually go through my journey chronicling from week 1 to week 52 of me taking on the 10% challenge. And basically all the 10% challenge is trying to earn 10% a week trading options. Now, this past year, 2021, I took huge L's in the market and quite literally blew hundreds of thousands. And I could actually show you here. The all-time is not looking so hot. As you can see, I'm down 152,000, almost 153. And at my peak, I was somewhere in the 300s of thousands. So, I mean, and part of what goes into this, I'm not going to lie to you, is I've taken out loans and done all types of things to try to earn back my money before the year ended. And, instead of trying to focus on just winning all my money back, let me just try things a little bit differently. And so that's where the 10% challenge actually comes in. And so one thing I want to be upfront with, I'm never going to lie to you. I see all these people out here, gurus, saying they're going to get these crazy gains, but they lie. They're liars. I'm never going to lie to you. You're going to see exactly what it is. I'm going to show you my accounts. It's like I tell a lot of my friends. I pray my biggest wins and losses are recorded for all to see. And so, yeah, like you've seen right now, it looks like I'm down 359 this week. And truthfully, if we go through, and I've got a lot of canceled trades, unfortunately, just kind of throwing this off a little bit. But you can see that technically my last trade of the year was this December 31st snap call. And I made an attempt to try to boost 500, and unfortunately took a huge loss, as you can see right here, January 4th. So my actual first trade of the new year was this Riot put, where I turned 100 into 113. And that's partly where we have this number right here. And then I recently just put in a trade for JPM that almost sabotaged myself and took me under 10%. But I'm holding on to it for next week. Truthfully, I wanted to sell it today, but I work a full-time job, so I can't watch the markets 24/7. So unfortunately, I had to end up holding it. And hopefully it doesn't play to my detriment. I mean, I could very well lose off this play. But yeah, that's the goal, is to try to get 10% each week. So this week, if we go back to me starting my first trade on the 4th after around 2 p.m., you can see I start with $100 and I ended with 110. And I think to help stay accountable, and just from the lessons that I've learned from losing a lot, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take any sort of excess profit, like you'd see here, the 98 cents profit. And I wish Robinhood, they had like a double portfolio that you could put aside money so it doesn't track everything total. But they don't. So I'm going to put this out of my reach, but still make sure that I can trade it. And I'm going to do so by just buying a little of Ethereum. This way I get the profits out of my way and, keep it for a little rainy day. We never buy at market because that's for losers. So, you know what? I think it's going to go down a little bit this weekend. I'm going to shoot for 2,950. It's 98 cents, but still. There we go. So now we stick exactly with 110. And next week's goal is going to be 121. And we'll see how this JPM put fares. This is a 1 week expiration. So pretty much if it doesn't perform well Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit rough because I'm going to have to sell it and I'm going to have to make up whatever I lost. Also, for full transparency, I've done this before and I've gotten as far as week 4 and I've taken a loss. So that's the other thing and why we're saving money to the side, is there are going to be times when I lose, and it's how do we deal with those losses? Because let's say I take a 25% loss that week. Well, I've destroyed weeks of 10% gains. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how I minimize losses and still keep consistent with the 10% challenge, because okay, I take a 25% loss, but I keep going 10%, 10%. Do I go 10% from the loss, or do I take a look at where I should have been that week and try to get back up to that point? And I think when you try to get back up to that point, that's where the mistakes can be made. Hopefully, a lot of the profit that we were able to send off into Ethereum, we'll be able to bring that back into the equation and add that to whatever we have. And hopefully that will be that 10% amount. So, I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, I will be tracking every week to see, am I able to hit that 10% threshold? And actually, there's a interest calculator that I can pull up. This is just an app to basically let me know. Okay, so I have 110 now, and I want 10%. That's how I knew 121. But like I said, there's an interest calculator, and I actually have it pulled up right here. So if we start with 100 and we have 10%, we're treating this as interest, but whatever. And we go over this over 52 weeks, 1 year. At the end of that time, we'll have a little over 7,500, and that is the goal going into 2023. In order to complete the 10% challenge, I do want to only trade a maximum of 2 times per week. I'm shooting mostly for 2 to 3 week expirations, but depending on how I'm feeling, I might just go for 1 week. I mean, it really depends, and I'll be able to explain to you all my moves, why I did what I did. And I also want to take this time to also learn about technical analysis. So I want to share my journey learning technical analysis as well. And for those of you that might not know what technical analysis is, it uses the indicators that are mathematical calculations based on the price, volume, or open interest of a security or contract. I'm going to be going through learning about these different indicators and trying to implement them into things that have already worked for me in the past. Because, I mean, like you can see, even if we go back to, my losses, there was a period of insane gains where I was just where whatever I was doing was working really well. I'm equally interested to learn how and see if technical indicators are able to, augment that, or we'll see. But yeah, I mean, this was week 1. I mean, the trade that got me here, the Riot trade, I didn't use any technical analysis. I just had a really good feeling that Riot was going to continue going down. And actually, I sold a bit too early. If I'd had held on, I looked at the prices, I would have been, you can see here, this was a screenshot I believe I took Thursday, where the 23 put that I ended up selling for, it would have gone for 200. And I think even if we look at today, let's see, what did it do today? It was a little more flat, but oh shoot. Yeah, it was a little more flat, but you can see here that it would have been 300. So right now I'm looking at 110 and I could have had 300. So things like that happen. And there will be times where I just take the extra profit, and what will I do? I'll put it over to the side and use it for a rainy day. So yes, I am the Ignorant Entrepreneur. I'm eager to be on this journey with you. I hope this becomes a series that people not only learn, but they're able to follow my journey and see what I do right and wrong on my way to recover back 150K. All right, thanks for watching. If you got this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been the Ignorant Entrepreneur. I'm out.
Holding me time after time, you analyze my moves, I just act a fool. Some people say they're different, but what is it they do? Is it okay if I don't know what